next guest is one of the brains behind a gritty new docudrama about cops and outlaws in a small town in Missouri. Take a look.
I'm John Monk, and this is my brother.
I'm Josh Monk.
The reason we let TV cameras follow us around is because we ain't doing nothing. I love you guys. You know, we want to show people what these cops are doing.
The Monk brothers are really a couple of loudmouth tattooed guys.
Anytime I hear about any big crimes, I always think about the Monks. The bottom line is, every dude wanted to be us, and every girl wanted to be with us.
Hey, that looks good.
Yeah.
Joining us now to talk about the new WGN American reality series, Outlaw Country, is creator and executive producer Jason Hervey. Welcome to Arise.
Jason,
Yeah, thank you.
welcome, and congrats. Tonight is the premiere
Yeah, it
of
is.
the show. So talk to us. The show follows not just outlaws, but cops as well. The Cook brothers and the Monk brothers.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting. Here you have these two sets of brothers. One is the Cook brothers, who are upholding the law.
Yeah.
And then you have the Monk brothers, who are allegedly breaking the law. You know, they're the bad boys. You know, they're the guys with the cool cars and the tattoos, and of course they're behind you know, all of the alleged wrongdoing in the city. So the way the mayor responds is he puts together a task force to go after these brothers. But the Cooks and the Monks have had this long-standing vendetta for over 10 years, and really it's one of those situations where we're going to follow the cat and mouse and almost the social experiment of, you know, don't judge a book by its cover. Can people, you know, really change?
Well, wait a minute.
That's so
Two sets. So we're
interesting.
talking two sets of brothers, cops versus outlaws. It all seems too dramatic to be true. Is this really unscripted?
Absolutely, it is. It took us well over a year to put this series together. We immersed ourselves not only in the culture.
So you found these people.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of started like a lot of projects do, you know, getting a phone call from one of our colleagues or our agent saying, hey, you know, got a guy or got a script or, you know, have a project. But in this case, it was have a mayor, somebody that we work with, and said a police chief in this small town in middle America that's in crisis, and it's experiencing this big surge in crime, and they have their main persons of interest, and the mayor is about to get, you know, to put together this federal task force and go after these guys.
My question is, how did you get access to the outlaws? Why did they agree to do this? I mean, aren't they going to be arrested for all these crimes that they're committing on camera?
Are they cutting deals, plea deals?
No, those guys are far from snitches or rats. That's a big no-no. But in essence, what was really interesting is that originally this series was going to take place through the point of view and the filter of the task force. Okay, and while myself and our head technical advisor was down in Kansas City, we got a phone call from the Monk brothers. They had reached out. And they
heard that this show was going to happen.
Exactly.
Like, we want to be part of this too.
Yeah.
Well, and in essence, though, they said, look, no one's going to tell our story for us. We found ourselves in the basement at around 2:30 in the morning of John Monk's tattoo shop. And I met his brother Josh and the other dudes that were a part of this group.
Were you nervous?
You know what? A little bit, but I was with our advisor, who's, you know, spent half his life in prison, and he has a ton of respect. And those guys, as tough as and as cool as they are, they know better. So it's really all about mutual respect. And we went there respectfully, and those guys just want to tell their story and not have anybody else tell it for them.
Yes, we're introducing the story this week, and then it will unfold. Can you give us some tease of what we can expect?
Yeah. Well, first of all, I think at a certain point, at first everybody, like in social media, was, you know, are you on Team Monk? Are you on Team Cook? And I think now what it's become really is, who do you believe? I think that's, you know, something that I think the viewers should kind of go into this, you know, show with that question mark.
Who do you believe?
Honestly, it's not about who I believe, and I was so busy making the show that I think if you ask me 7 weeks from now, I'd probably have maybe have a different answer for you. But it's a really interesting series, and kind of look at almost this microcosm of a little bit of where we are almost as a society from one standpoint. But the biggest hint and clue that I could give you is that everybody has their intuition and their gut instincts based on personal experience. And in this regards, the Cooks and the Monks, think of a Hatfields and McCoys. You know, these guys have this long-standing history with each other.
Yes.
However, the federal agents, they follow the evidence wherever that might lead them.
Let's talk long history.
That's a big hint for you, right there.
No, I got it. But
Very
we
interesting.
can't
I'm
let
intrigued.
you get out of here without talking about your sitcom pop culture's past
You're
in
an
the
actor.
Wonder Years.
Oh, thank you so much.
So how was it that you could transition from being, you know, you were one of my favorites,
Thank you,
into doing this wonderful producing, directing program?
And you were on Back to the Future as well, weren't you?
Yeah, I had a bunch of cameos
Yeah.
in some really, really, you know, fun,
Iconic.
celebrated movies. Yeah, I was pretty blessed that way.
And you look like an actor.
I do?
You've got that look about you.
I do.
You do.
Okay.
That chiseled, the chiseled face.
The chiseled?
Yeah.
Really?
So
Right?
what are your thoughts on the transition?
No, I just want to sit here and hear about
you know
chiseling.
you got it. You know you're a leading man.
You have to ask the
absolutely.
question now. Enough compliments.
Okay. You know, most everyone in our family is on the business side of show business, either entertainment lawyers or, you know, work at the studios, business management, talent agency. So I was really more the only knucklehead that was like, hey, I'm gonna, you know, go be an actor. But for Fred Savage and myself, who always wanted to be a director, we kind of shook hands and had this, you know, pact when we were little kids, which, you know, he was like, I'm going to go be Ron Howard, and you go be Brian Grazer.
That's it.
And, you know, we shook on it, and so it would be so. We had no idea that it took, you know, so much, you know, work and just getting lucky and all kinds of good stuff to get to where those legends are. Awesome. But I was always curious more with the business side. I wanted to talk to the network executives. I wanted to talk to the showrunners and the writer-producers. And
You wanted to be more in control.
Well, yeah, that, and it was just my discipline of what I grew up in with business-minded people in the entertainment business around me. And Fred was always more curious about the camera and how it worked and putting a scene together and talking to the directors. So
organic transition, right?
Very much
so we can't wait to see the show tonight, premiering on WGN.
WGN America.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And what time can we catch it?
You can catch it at 10 Eastern, 9 Central, and I think this is the one for us. This is a big signature show.
Jason Hervey,
excited.
thank you so much. I look forward to it.
Thank you.
And you're watching Arise Entertainment 360.